we do intercessory prayer, but there's also intercessory faith. So the father was able to go where the daughter could not go, to Jesus. So Jesus ended up moving based on the father's faith. Jesus went to the father's house to heal the daughter based off the faith of the father. So here the father came on behalf of his sick daughter. Because the daughter isn't in a position to approach Jesus directly, the father goes. So whose faith is at work here? The father's faith. This passage reveals intercessory faith. All right, let me skip that. There may be some people in your life who are incapable of believing for themselves. For example, Lazarus. He brought this up in his sermon. Lazarus was dead, y'all. So who had to move the stone? Who had to play a part in the miracle Jesus did perform? Martha. Even though she was doubtful, she was giving Jesus all these things like this. Basically what Tony Evans said. The body already did, it's stinking, blah, 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 telling Jesus all this stuff. It was facts. It was facts, like Dr. Evans said. But those facts could not equate to truth, that Jesus could raise the dead, that Jesus was a healer. And last one, a centurion who was a Roman military official who oversaw soldiers. He came to Jesus because he had a sick servant. And Jesus said, what's your address, basically? The official said, you don't even have to come. You just have to speak. Now, these are three different examples of faith. One woman reached out and touched. A father came on behalf of his daughter. And another servant said, God, you just need to speak. But a lot of times we put a process on how we think Jesus should move. And sometimes Jesus be waiting for us to move. Jesus was on his way wherever he was going when the woman with the issue of blood touched him, and he stopped for her. That was a faith that made Jesus stop, because we know everybody else around him was touching him and whatnot, but Jesus felt that to the point where he stopped. Like, this felt different. This was a whole nother level of faith. So one said speak, one said can you come, and one said I'm finna go to him. And we need to remember that. I think we get so discouraged because we hear testimonies, that our sisters share or somebody share, and we think that God gonna move the same way he moved for them. And God, I got a whole nother miracle I want to do in your life. I got a whole nother way I want to show up in your life. So how are we gonna move? Keep moving regardless. And so my last point, some of us have put more faith in the process than we have in Jesus. Sometimes we think Jesus needs to show up when perhaps you just need to speak healing in life over yourself. The word has power, y'all. We think that if we tithe a certain amount of money or a certain day, that we should be healed on a certain day. I just typed it out. We put God on our game plan, and God is like, nah, that's not how I want to move. And then many times it just takes one surrender at the altar and he moves. Sometimes it takes more than one surrender. Just keep praying, keep seeking, keep fasting, whatever he's called. Just keep on keeping on. God is not sitting up there like, I'm not about to move, so I don't know why she's still talking to me. He's always working. So many times you just have to open your mouth. There is never a one-size-fits-all process or a way in which God moves. He moves in so many ways.